concentrating so much on driving. I'm tired as shit, but it's raining. And literally, all of a sudden, like, I have like 5 people swerving around, like, about to hit me. And I'm like, fuck you! You know? And I'm all like, motherfucker! It's like I swerve off, and like, luckily there's nobody on the other side of me. But then literally I get into the other lane, and this person follows me. I'm all like, get away from me!
Yeah.
He's like swerving a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and then all of a sudden, and this was an Amazon driver too. Just putting that out there. This is an Amazon driver, and yeah, no, they just randomly, just like yeets over the right. Holy shit! And they pull over really quick.
You know, you don't even have to have it raining. The worst drivers are Houston drivers.
Oh no, okay. The only reason why I brought up the whole it raining is because I never realized that when it rains, my power steering goes out. It cuts out, and then it'll like I can hear the belt literally going and then hear it like get the friction back and then turn back on and
Dude, but Houston drivers are just bad drivers.
Yeah, oh god, Houston's... Yeah, no, when we went to the Renaissance Festival, yeah, Houston was horrible.
There was a time where I went to Houston for work, and it was 6 in the morning, and on our way there, these people were literally ramming into each other on the highway. Like
actually touching?
Yeah, like they were hitting each other. One dude was hitting another guy into the guardrail, and it was like sparking
Holy
and everything.
Shit.
I was like, it's 6 in the morning. Like, could we calm down a little bit, please? It was just...
It's 6 a.m. Can we please?
On that same trip, we were in traffic in Houston, and it's terrible. You can't move anywhere. And me and my coworker looked over to our left, and there was this girl giving dude head in the car next to us.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, you're in traffic, dude. Like, everyone can see you.
Not that they're not paying attention. They're paying attention to the road.
No, there was no movement. We weren't moving.
Oh, you were stopped.
We were stopped. And we were in a pickup truck, so it was lifted, so we could just see like a good view. We could see a good view of what was going on in there. Did you hit record already?
Yeah, no, I did hit record.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the Dank, everyone. I'm Davey Jones, and you're joined with me, the Randelorean.
The Randelorean.
Randelorean.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Yeah. I love that show, by the way.
Yeah.
The Mandalorian?
I have yet to watch it.
At all?
At all. Like, I've been meaning to. Like, originally, when you told me to first start watching it, it was more that I didn't have Disney Plus at the time. But then, like, by the time I finally did get Disney Plus, I just didn't fucking watch it.
They just finished season 3.
Oh, did they? I literally just heard that it came out.
Yeah, no, season 3 finished up. It was a great story. Jack Black is canon in Star Wars, by the way.
Jack Black?
Yeah, canon.
The fuck?
Not himself, but he is in Star Wars as a character.
Jack Black is in Star Wars?
Yeah, and he's married to Lizzo.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Alright, so getting back to this intro real quick, so it's us, Randelorean. No, you're the Randelorean. I'm Davey Jones. Last episode, I just want to say, this is actually our second time trying to record this episode. See, you're laughing because you already know what was so fucked up about it. When we were trying to record this last episode, on the technical side, it was more the fact that, one of our microphones was not recording anything, so you literally just heard me talking to myself for the past hour.
Yeah.
But we also had to do it
on the non-technical side.
On the non-technical side,
we were very racist and drunk.
very racist, very drunk. I don't know. It started off as one racist joke and then turned into several more.
Several racist.
And it's even worse when it's just you just hear me. It's just so it just sounds like I'm the only one saying racist shit for an hour.
It kind of just sounded like hate crime at that point.
It did. It was all jokes, but it was so bad.
We do not condone racism.
We don't. It's funny at times.
It is funny
because racism is just funny. Honestly, I think at this point, like Racism is not even offensive. It's just funny as long as you don't overdo it.
Yeah, and we overdid it.
Yeah, we overdid it. So here we are now, a few weeks later after we just recorded the other episode. And yeah, no, we are doing this again.
We will not be drinking this episode.
I mean, we are drinking.
Yeah,
just not
alcohol.
Alcohol. We will be drinking cock.
Cock. This episode is sponsored by 7-inch dildo. Speaking of which, we have a great little special surprise for y'all later.
Oh yeah.
We will be reading some fan fiction from a great TV show.
Oh yeah.
I'd say that it was a regular show.
It's a regular show.
It's regular.
That's a good way to spoil the surprise, Randy. I mean, people were really looking forward to that. I mean, we just told them that that's the hype right there, and you fucking run.
Nah, the hype is performing it, David.
All right, okay, yeah. The hype will be because we will be doing it in character.
In character. But before that, let's shout out Keanu Reeves.
Oh yes, Keanu Reeves, our Lord and Savior.
Our Lord and Savior, Keanu Reeves. It's nice to see you, Keanu. Actually.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, I was watching you earlier.
Oh, actually, I was watching you earlier. Earlier today. You were. I don't know if you knew this, but you were inside the Matrix. Went by the name Neo.
He had is Trinity his wife or his girlfriend?
I don't think it's either. I mean, they're lovers.
Technically, in the fourth movie,
they were
neither.
Yeah, technically in the fourth movie they were neither. Yeah. I mean, the original trilogy, I think they were lovers, but I don't think they ever went by titles.
Yeah.
Like, I think they were just kind of like at that point in the relationship where they're all like, I love you. I love you too. Let's mate. Let's fuck in a chasm.
Which is exactly what happened. And then Neo went blind. Yeah. Kinky.
And then they fucking ruined it with the fourth movie, and they took away his blindness.
Yeah. What happened to your blindness, Keanu Reeves? I'm not blaming you.
Yeah,
I'm just asking you.
Yeah, it's only story.
Yeah. I blame the Wachowski sister.
I blame society.
I blame society.
I blame all of you.
It's y'all's fault that Keanu Reeves wasn't blind in the fourth movie.
You just had to complain about his blindness. What, a main character can't see?
A male character can't be blind anymore. Is that what's going on?
Everyone's gotta be able to see. You're fucking nerds.
We're ones to say that for real. First topic of discussion, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mr. Smith, do you think that Mr. Smith was AI? He had to be, right? He was artificial intelligence.
Oh god, the thing is, actually, that's kind of funny you mentioned that, because I actually was looking up theories about the Matrix, just because I started watching it earlier this week, and I started looking it up, and there's this theory that Smith is not AI, like that he actually might have been human once before, and it's almost like what's the word, he's like residue, like basically what's left of
that person.
Yeah. That's why he has like the powers that he does, because he technically was human once before. Some say that he might have actually been a previous one.
I don't know about that, because in the movie they say that he was the remover of like he was an antivirus software for the Matrix.
Yeah, but I think that's just like the agent's thing in general. Like, I don't think that was directly to Smith.
Yeah, well, I mean, because Agent Smith is the only one that can. Smiths are the only one that can duplicate themselves. If they were a person, I don't think they could duplicate themselves.
Oh. That's why it's just called a theory.
You're like, it's a fake movie.
It's a fake movie. It's only a theory that it's real.
Yeah. AI is getting incredible though.
Oh God, AI. That whole GTP or whatever it's called.
Yeah, GPT.
Yeah, GPT.
GPT. Yeah, I haven't used it at all.
When that thing was first getting like traction, my professor at college actually was showing us what it could do. Oh my God, the things. I mean, it's extraordinary what it can do. Actually, like, I go to school and I learn we learn how like to code video games and everything, and that like literally computer language is one of the hardest languages to actually learn, and and there's so many people who know it. Like a very small fraction of the population actually knows it.
Yeah, just like English.
Yeah, and so, but ChatGPT. Literally, like, if you said, like, oh, I need to write this kind of code to do this thing, and I need to do this and that, and rat-a-tat, and then it just writes it. Like, it literally just buffers for a few seconds, and then just pours all out, and tells you how it works, it tells you where to put it in the code, like, it does it all.
I think that
Sorry.
Wow. Good job, Dave.
Yeah,
that was incredible. Huh.
Thank you. Yeah, but the thing was, he only showed us just to be like, I just wanted you to know that it exists. Use it? You gotta fucking out. Like, and he said like that, you guys are fucking out of here.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone got caught using that program, that software to do any of our work in school, oh yeah, we would be kicked out of the program immediately.
It's respectable.
It's respectable.
I think
I disagree with it, but
well, it's like if you were to learn Spanish and then you just copy and paste it translator onto your paper. Well, yeah, you're gonna fail the Spanish class,
I took 4 years of Spanish and I don't know Spanish.
Yeah, me too. I know Spanish now because I worked with Mexicans, but
I only remembered like one sentence from Spanish because my teacher taught me it.
Mr. Kulunga.
I don't know. It was a woman.
Oh.
But no, she taught me how to say my mom is dead.
Mi madre es muerto.
Yeah, and I don't know why that stuck with me. All the things I learned, it was just my mom is dead.
I think because that's the most traumatizing sentence you can
guess.
think of.
It's like we want to make sure you never have to say it. So we just teach you.
They're like, we're gonna teach you how to say it so that you can.
So you don't have to say it.
So that you can say it way, way far into the future. That's terrible. No, but AI is getting awesome, but also kind of scary.
Yeah.
My favorite thing from AI though is music covers.
Music.
Yeah. So they're able to use AI software to make covers of music.
Oh, hello, wait. Just real quick. Cal is here. Everybody, let's give a round of applause for Cal for joining us.
Hey.
Yes, hello.
What did you bring for us today, Cal?
Old people.
Oh, old people. Yum.
This episode is sponsored by old people.
Get them all
Old
hot.
people.
Get them while they're hot.
Get them while they're hot. Get them while
They have their canes. Steal their canes.
Steal their canes.
Steal their canes.
We will be chowing down on some good old fried chicken.
Which is actually kind of funny because pretty much any time we've ever done a podcast, we've always ate chicken.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, usually McDonald's. Thank you so much. Usually it's McDonald's chicken, but this time we decided to shake things up, just to really shake things up. We went with Cane's chicken.
Remember when we ate 60 nuggets?
I felt so gross after that. I was all like, I don't regret doing it, but I feel gross that I did do it. And so, yeah, no, I mean, the thing was, I was surprised I ate that much.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I was all like, you know what? I feel like Randy was going to eat the most of this. And in the end, I feel like I ate about half of it.
I ate the other half later
Oh.
for the next few days.
Next few days, I thought we ate it all in one sitting.
No, it took us at least 24 hours. to eat everything, but that's 8 hours here, 8 hours the next day, 8 hours later.
Oh, 2 breads.
2 breads.
2 bread.
No balls.
I fucking love Kane's bread. Like, honestly, like, if you gave me the option to literally just have a box full of bread, I would have taken it.
David, if I gave you the chance at $1 million or 10 pieces of Kane's bread, which one would you take?
Like, I have a chance for that money, or I'd be guaranteed that money.
You're guaranteed that money.
For $10,000?
Yeah. Or 10 pieces of Kane's bread.
I'm tempted to say bread.
That bread's really calling my name. I'm like, you can buy more than 10 pieces of Kane's bread with that money, right?
You're like,
You know,
take the money. And
but the
Daniel's
fact that
like,
you were comparing, but the fact that you're comparing $10,000 to 10 pieces of Kane's bread, that's gotta be some fucking good bread.
No, it's just regular Kane's.
Wouldn't say that.
But you have a choice.
I have a choice.
Yeah.
But... I'll take bread.
I'll take the bread.
Did y'all already have the 6-year-old thing?
No. Let me just started. I'm
Wait,
talking about AI right now.
The one thing I'm very on the fence about, actually, speaking of AI, is art.
AI art.
That's a big thing. I think literally Rick and Morty coming over something like this, where Morty said something, be like, "Oh, geez, I mean, we're kind of running out of things to call us human."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all like, that is so true. There's only so many things that we can do that make us human. And so it's like when a machine can do it and can do it better than us a lot more often than not, it's like, what makes us human if machines can do it? Because I mean, like, a deer can't do what we do. I mean, it can eat and shit and sleep, but I mean, it can't produce art.
That shit is pretty beautiful, actually.
It is, especially the rising sun on a Sunday morning.
I was actually hearing a theory, not a theory, but an idea of adding ChatGPT to video games, because they've done that to Skyrim already.
Alright.
Yeah, so there's a mod where you can add ChatGPT to Skyrim, and your characters that go along with you will remember scenarios that y'all gotten in and like talk about it with you. So like, how your character that you pick up will usually be like, "I'm here to carry your stuff," and that's really all they say. Or they'll fight with you. Not with you, but they'll fight alongside you.
Yeah.
Well, now they can be like, "Remember that time when we defeated the dragon on the top of Single Breath Mountain?" Or something.
Single Breath Mountain.
Yeah.
How about I complete your sentence there and be like, "Mount Chiliad"?
Well, I was hearing an idea of adding ChatGPT to a video game of like war with like either people or aliens. It could be either or. And it's a VR game. And like right before you go to kill a character, you can hear the character pleading for its life.
Yeah.
And then a sense of morality is given to that character, and then you have emotions connected to it. You can realistically represent war.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool. I actually think that could be used for training in war. Not even in a good way. Just to completely desensitize you from emotions.
Yeah, I guess. But actually, like AI, I think it's really cool. Like, I think it can be a really useful tool. I just really hope that like society doesn't take it like in a way where it's like that's supposed to be the replacement for us.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just kind of like I feel like I'm gonna go on a rant here, but I already hated like how like we always complain how there's not enough jobs, so businesses make more jobs, but then they start replacing us with machines.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's all like, well, now you're back to square one, where now everyone's still complaining about there's not enough jobs. I think either it's because we just don't want to pay people, or people don't want to work.
You know the difference between humans and AI?
One has a buck.
They can't have Cane's bread.
That's
It's
true.
true. They can't
Yeah,
have Cane's.
they can have $10,000, but they can't have Cane's bread.
Yeah, that's why I take Cane's bread.
It shows how human you are, dude.
It shows I'm human. I can have what they can't. Bread.
Yeah, if you gave a robot the choice between $10 million or 10 pieces of Cane's bread, it's gonna pick the $10 million. You know,
Absolutely right.
because that's the logical choice. You know, but as humans,
You have to be a human to make a decision that is stupid.
yeah, or you just program the robot to make the worst decision.
You program the robot to make a stupid decision. You like program specifically to love bread more than money.
Specifically.
Now listen to me.
Is this all I am? Do I just love bread more than money?
Nothing else about it's different. Just that.
That's its only
Like, it can
purpose.
make every logical decision known to man, but when it comes to Cane's bread, it just can't say no to it.
Save a hospital filled with children, or 10 pieces of Cane's bread.
Yes,
I'll take the bread.
You can either save the president from being dipped in a vat of lava, or you can have a piece of Cane's bread. I'll take the bread.
Even worse, you can have 10 pieces of Cane's bread, or 10 pieces of Cane's bread, and it explodes because
No.
it can't choose.
Oh, that's not good. I will say, one thing I actually do like about AI is actually, you know, this YouTube channel, Corridor, they actually made their own anime using AI. It's really interesting because they actually, like, they didn't animate anything.
Yeah.
They filmed it, like, they got, like, costumes and stuff. They filmed it, like, they knew the kind of actions they want to do.
Mhm.
They made AI draw over it to pick their style and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, they put it all together with all the sound effects and everything, the backgrounds, and then it was just like, it's an anime. But I like it because they used it more as a tool, not a replacement for what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just kind of helped. For the most part, it just helped draw the individual frames. But there was still a lot of work that had to go into it to make sure that the AI knew how to do it properly. Because, like, there's some things that just the AI can't do. Especially because it has to be able to know the imperfections of a human. So what you can't do, that's the one thing I think that AI can't do. It can't see your actual errors. It doesn't know what you want.
Yeah.
It knows what it wants. It doesn't know what you want.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, there's a lot of work that they have to put into it even after the AI draws everything, that they have to go in and fix it. You know, so it's nice as a tool, but it doesn't have to be a replacement for animators and stuff. Which I definitely hope it's not a replacement, because I'm an animator, so so please do not take my job, AI.
But you can use it as a tool,
I can use it as a tool.
and it makes your job way easier than it would have to be before.
Yeah,
Eventually.
eventually. Well, at the moment, if anything, AI could probably do my job if I was a 2D animator. I'm a 3D animator, so I don't think it can do that just yet.
Mm. Actually,
It can't do what I do.
if you could get a scan of a character sure it could learn from there. But your animations are still cool.
Yep. Which actually reminds me, just a little off topic here. I actually did recently just finish pre-production on my movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was working on it for pre-production. I think pre-production was about 12 weeks actually. Like that was the longest project I've ever worked on for school, and I'm still not done. Like that was just pre-production. Now we move on to actual production, which will be a whole another year of work before it'll be released next year. And not only that, I'm not only doing one project. Once I go back to school at the end of the summer, I actually will be working on 4 more projects to boot. And yeah, no, so by the end of next year, I will put out 3 movies and 2 video games. Oh, thank you.
Congratulations. You know what I would love to see in
King's chicken.
Yeah. 10 pieces of bread.
King's bread.
No, something that I would love to see in a live action film done right is the face stiller from Avatar.
Oh yeah.
That would be awesome.
I mean, who knows? Maybe the face stealer will be in the live action Netflix series. I'm actually looking forward to that series. Like I know like the creators left the project like really early on, but from what I've seen, like, because I've actually kept up with the news for this thing, it honestly is looking like it can be a really interesting series. Like it won't just be like a recap of the original. Like they will be changing it because I mean if it was just the same show but in live action, I don't really see that being like a big success. But I think it's gonna be pretty cool. The showrunner that they did get after the showrunners left is actually a fan of Avatar.
Yeah.
Him and his kids are fans of Avatar. What else? They what's that show called? I keep wanting to say Gears of War. I'm like, that's a fucking video game. What's that fancy Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones. Finally, I've been thinking about that for a week. Game of Thrones is like one of the most expensive TV shows out there to make, especially because of those digital sets and everything. Avatar is now the most expensive one to make. Like they actually are Netflix is putting a lot of money into the show. Like they're really showing their confidence in it. That's really cool. And the casting looks really cool. I'm really hoping they're gonna start filming season 2 and 3 really soon. But like they're not gonna do anything until they see how season 1 does. But they gotta do it sooner than later because of the age of the characters, of the actors. Is like because Aang and Katara, especially because they're the youngest, it's like you can't have them age up too much,
Yeah.
when the series takes place like over the course of a year.
What's his name? Man, I can't remember that Asian dude's name.
Zuko?
No, there's a actor who's playing as Fire Lord Ozai.
Oh yeah.
And that dude's like ripped. Like he's freaking built, man. And I'm just excited to see, like, especially the fight scenes.
Oh yeah.
Because the movie that we do not speak of, the Avatar movie made by M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh my god.
The fight scenes were okay.
No.
No.
I won't even give it that kind of gratification. Like
they had fire, they had people.
the firebenders were so fucking nerfed.
Yeah.
They couldn't even bend the fire. Like not in the show, they just pulled fire out of their fingers. But like in the show, if fire was not present, fire cannot be there. So literally, like, how were they winning the war?
Yeah.
If they're the only ones that they actually need their element present there to actually work.
Yeah.
Like literally, you just literally stop any fire and you stop the firebenders.
It was like, there is no water in this air. What's your excuse? You run out of muscle?
I had to think about that for a second. I was like, what are you going off about? I was like, oh, you're quoting the fucking Incredibles. But yeah, no. For sure, when that series does come out, I know 100% it will at least be better than that movie.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Will it be as good or better than the original series? I'll just have to see.
I hope it's at least just as good as the anime.
In its own way, of course.
You know, for an American-made anime, Avatar is a great anime.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, because it had such a great story. Like, I mean, literally one single story that takes place over the course of 3 seasons. Like, anime usually is like, you know, a certain story over the course of just 1 season, then you just kind of start another story and another story, and just somehow figure out to make that all loop together.
Yeah.
But Avatar was just like one single story across 3 seasons.
Yeah.
There's chapters.
It's a great show.
Great show. I fucking love Avatar.
Yeah. I love the inclusion of blood bending and metal bending.
Oh, yeah.
But that also gives the question, can earthbenders bend the amount of iron in blood?
You know, I never thought about that. Well, I would say no, actually. I would say no, because I feel like iron in blood, I don't feel like that's actual iron. I don't think it's actually iron. Like, I think we call it iron, but I don't think it's actually iron. Like, to where, like, it's actually bendable.
Yeah.
And I also feel like that because of the fact it has something to do with blood, I feel like they would honestly, even if that was possible, they would probably ignore it and leave that as just a thing for water benders, because technically the blood is more water than anything.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's even enough earth to bend in the human body, even if iron was just regular iron.
You think that earthbenders, like if they lived in a peaceful world, that earthbenders could draw out like the clean water? Like, let's say you put a bunch of mud inside of water, right? And you didn't have a water bender there. Do you think an earthbender could take that mud and that earth out of the water?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, honestly, being optimistic, if benders existed in our world, oh god, honestly, there are ways that like our world would be so much better if we didn't rely on technology, if we relied on bending. Like literally cleaning the oceans.
Have you seen that clip from Futurama of Bender where he's like, I think it's him and Fry, and they're in a room, they're locked in, and there's a wooden door, and Bender goes, oh, I could just bend this door, and Fry goes, Bender, that's a wooden door, I don't think you could bend that, and he goes, I know that, and you know that, but this door looks kind of dumb. And then he bends the wooden door. He just curls it, like, and they leave. It's a great.
If I had seen that, it's been forever, but that sounds fucking funny.
It was hilarious.
I think that door's kind of dumb.
Yeah, I'll have to show you that clip later. Think earthbenders can bend trees?
No.
No?
No, they bend rocks. Earth is rocks.
Is it specific to rocks and metals, do you think?
Well, because the way they explain in the show is that technically metal is just refined rock.
Yeah.
Tree is not rock.
So,
like, I think they could potentially move a tree because they would be moving the earth
beneath it,
like probably around it, and could probably use it to just push and pull the tree. But to actually move the tree itself, no.
If you think about it, it's all made of carbon, though.
You're made of carbon,
Exactly.
so they can move you.
Yeah.
'Cause you're
Whoa. I don't know. I never watched The Legend of Korra, but I've heard that it was good.
I did watch it. I thought it was good. I definitely think it could be better though. But I think under the circumstances, I understand why it wasn't as good as it could have been, because it was only meant to be one season.
Yeah.
Like literally, like the creators only were intended to be a one series story, a one season story, but the producers were like, "No, we want you to make more," and I was like, "Okay, well, we'll figure it out."
Yeah.
And so they just made it to where every season was a different story. And that's kind of where it kind of falls flat. Is that, I mean, I think the individual stories I think are pretty decent, but I think it just, one of the reasons why it doesn't match up with The Last Airbender is because it doesn't have that singular story that goes over multiple seasons. It's different stories per season.
I also didn't understand how Korra could exist as the Avatar when Aang is still alive.
He's not.
He's not?
He's
I
not.
thought he was alive.
No, that's his son.
Oh, but
That's the one with the beard, right?
yeah.
Yeah, no, that was Tenzin, his son.
Oh, okay. But what's her name? Aang's wife, the waterbender chick.
Katara.
Yeah, Katara's still alive, right?
She's still alive, but he died. But Aang died early on at 55.
55.
Mm-hmm. Because canonically, apparently, his body was basically he drained a lot of his life force from being frozen in the ice for 100 years, so it shortened his life afterwards.
So he died at 155.
Technically, yeah.
Longest living Avatar.
Sure. But yeah, in that time he had 3 kids. One was a non-bender. Boomy,
Yeah.
their son Boomy, he named it after King Boomy. Then there was their second child, their daughter, which was named after Katara's mother. And then Tenzin, which I don't know where that name came from, that was just the one-off name. He was the only airbender in the family.
Yeah.
And so he fucks his wife 24/7, having multiple kids to rebuild the airbender empire.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's true. Like, he has so many kids.
Yeah.
And he's constantly having kids. Like, literally, in the first episode, it's like literally like 3 bigger kids, 1 baby, and then she's already pregnant with the other one.
Yeah.
And she's all like, I just really hope this isn't another airbender. I'd really like to go one day without getting air blasted in my face.
That's funny.
But it's just like, in the end, I think she got pregnant I think she gave birth and then got pregnant again. If I'm not mistaken. Like, it's been a while since I've seen it, but I think she got pregnant again.
The dude was putting in the work, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure. But then they had that weird thing where apparently like the spiritual convergence and whatnot, where Korra managed to like change the spiritual balance to where people like non-benders actually for some reason became airbenders. So now like all of a sudden like airbenders were just everywhere around the world. And then like she and Tenzin go around the world like collecting all these airbenders to make them like to train them to be airbenders. It's just smoking in your. I'm just breathing your smoke.
Breathing in my smoke. Oh. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. What about him?
Michael Keaton is back. It's Batman, baby.
That's right. I am Batman.
Michael Keaton, the 3rd greatest Batman.
Whoa, wait. Third greatest Batman. Who the fuck is second and third? I mean, first and second.
Number 1, Christian Bale.
You got an argument for that? You gonna defend that?
How did that happen?
I don't know.
You going to defend why you think he is first Batman?
One, I'm not like super Batman. You know, like I'm not super into Batman.
Oh.
Batman's cool. I like DC, I know a little bit about the story. But as far as like somebody watching Batman movies, Christian Bale's my favorite by far, especially with Heath Ledger as the Joker, you know, which is the greatest Joker. I don't know about animated. I know that Mark Hamill's a great Joker.
If you're going animated, like if we were considering every Joker, Mark Hamill would be number one for sure.
Yeah. I think that Mark Hamill's Joker was way more jokey, and that's what puts him above Heath Ledger. But as far as like, I think a realistic portrayal of what I think a Joker would be like in our world, Heath Ledger's Joker. Great representation. Also, out of the two Riddlers, the newest one's better than Jim Carrey.
I mean, I fucking love Jim Carrey.
I love Jim Carrey as the Riddler too.
I mean, I love him as a Riddler, but for like I think the wrong reasons.
It's the spandex.
It's the spandex. Like it's such a fucking silly ass costume of him and his red ass hair.
I think that Jim Carrey's Riddler would have been great with what's his name? Adam West's Batman. That would have been a great match. Because to put him with who? George Clooney, right? George Clooney's Batman?
Well, in that movie that he was in, it was Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. To put him with Val Kilmer as Batman, Val Kilmer wasn't as, like, comical as Adam West. It was still silly.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know why they felt the need to make Batman movies silly.
Oh, because, well, by that time it was to sell Happy Meal toys. Batman Returns basically kind of fucked it up to where basically McDonald's lost a lot of money because of the sexual innuendos of Catwoman.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, the thing is, Batman Returns was actually my favorite Batman movie. I love Michelle Pfeiffer. She's one of my favorite actresses. But yeah, apparently it was too violent, too sexy to sell Happy Meal toys. So they pulled the Happy Meal toys before they could sell anything. So they just lost millions of dollars. And so they asked Tim Burton to make the movies, you know, more family friendly. And he didn't like that. Like, apparently he filmed for a little bit and then just left. And because he left, Michael Keaton left, and that's when we got Val Kilmer and then George Clooney.
Yeah. I think it was Christopher Nolan, right, for Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan has a great mind for, like, dramatic action movies.
I like him. I mean, when it comes to the Batman movies, I love it. I mean, his movies in general, like, he can make something that seems so fictional feel non-fictional, like make it feel real. And I think that was what was great about the Dark Knight trilogy, was that the fact, like, a character like Batman, like, honestly, there has to be kind of some level of fantasy to him. Because, like, a guy like Batman, like, legitimately cannot do what we say he does. Yeah. Because it's just physically impossible. Yeah. Even with the Batmobile and everything, like, no matter how rich you are, honestly. It's just, yeah, you know, he made something that didn't seem real.
Yeah. And I think Christopher Nolan did make it feel real, because even in the new Batman, even though it's set in a realistic sense, it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like that could actually happen, other than the Riddler, maybe. I
mean, honestly, there are some things that I'm all like, okay, yeah, no, this could work. But he does do some things where it's like, oh my god, like, this would never happen. This would never happen like that would. Yeah. Like when the Batman, like I'm assuming you're talking about the Batman. Yeah. Like that scene where he jumped off the GCPT skyscraper, just all out of nowhere has a wingsuit. Yeah. Okay, I'm all like, okay, well, that's more like comic booky, so I'm all like, okay, I'm fine with that. The problem I had with that scene specifically was when he fucked up hit that sign under the he was trying to land on the bus, but he hit the sign and he just crashed.
Yeah.
He should have fucking died.
Yeah.
He took a bomb to the face and pretty much went without a scratch. Like literally, the Batman is doing stuff that literally he should not be able to do.
Yeah.
Yet this Batman is supposed to be like super realistic.
Yeah, I mean, even Harry from Spider-Man 3
Yeah.
got fucked up, you know.
Yeah, he took one wrong move, he got his head bashed in. It was he was pretty close to dying.
He also took a bomb to the face.
Yeah, but he actually had the scores to prove it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got to put some dirt in your eye.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Oh, look at little Goblin Jr. You gonna cry?
I like in I think it's the second movie, whenever he's practicing putting the wedding ring in the champagne, and he's like,
oh no, that's still the third one.
That's the third one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he's like, how'd that get there?
Oh yeah.
I always
Yeah, it was
say
so
that.
funny. It was just like, oh god, it's so cringy to see people do it, like when they actually try to play it out, but in public and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what's that there?
Yeah.
It's rain? How did that get in there?
I think Sam Raimi is the best director for Spider-Man. Sam Raimi is a great director.
You know, honestly, I couldn't fully make up my mind on that. Personally, I think all the Spider-Man directors, I think, have been great in their own way. But I think it's an unfair comparison when you try to compare all three, because for different reasons. Because technically, Sam Raimi is the only one who got to make just a Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
His entire trilogy was just Spider-Man. And Mark Webb, which is actually, I always think that's funny. That's a guy named Mark Webb made a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Just finishing my fridge. Mark Webb, he got to make the Amazing Spider-Man. I actually love the Amazing Spider-Man. I think Andrew Garfield did a really good job. Peter Parker, I love this suit actually. A lot of people don't like it. I love that suit. I think it was actually a pretty good Spider-Man movie. But then I feel like it's unfair to compare it to Sam Raimi's trilogy, when with the Amazing Spider-Man 2, that's when Sony wanted to create the Spider-Man universe, their Spider-Verse. And so they just packed so much into the Amazing Spider-Man 2 that it just overall became a bad movie because you just stuffed too much into it. And so, so that's already that. But then you go to the third Spider-Man, Tom Holland. I forget
Marvel.
John Watts, I think his name is.
For the Spider-Man movies?
Yeah, for the MCU Spider-Man, Tom Holland. I think it's John Watts.
Oh no, I just listed all under Kevin Feige.
Okay, well, I think it's John Watts, but he directed all three movies, and I feel I think each of those movies was actually pretty good in their own way, but it's hard to compare those to the other two Spider-Man when none of his movies could be watched just back to back without needing to watch the other movies in between for the context.
Yeah.
Because with Spider-Man: Homecoming, in order to have the context for that movie, you have to watch the previous movie, Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah.
With Spider-Man: Far From Home, you needed to watch Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah.
And then with Spider-Man: No Way Home, you had to watch
Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Yeah, now you gotta watch all the other. Now you gotta watch all the other Spider-Man movies.
And you have to watch some of the Doctor Strange movies.
Yeah, you gotta watch Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Because you'd be wondering no, you would still have to. You have to watch Doctor Strange. You would have to watch Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame, because where the fuck does Doctor Strange come from? If you didn't watch those movies, why would Doctor Strange even be there?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's you had to watch so many other movies to get the context for these Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Including the other Spider-Man movies.
There's actually a meme about that. It was my friend explaining to me why I have to watch 13 spin-off series and 16 movies to figure out why Doctor Strange left testicle is important.
Yeah, exactly. See, So it's just not a fair comparison when you compare the three Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's not a fair comparison. You can have your favorite, but it's overall not a fair comparison when you actually look at it like that.
Not a fair comparison, but I've seen all the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, their movies are very forgettable. There's not quotable lines in the movies. There's not scenes where, I mean, there are some scenes where you're like, that was cool.
I think literally the only memorable movie from Tom Holland's Spider-Man is Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
Because you had the other three Spider-Man. Like, actually, like, even right now, like, I do tend to think about some of the scenes that happen, especially because, like, going between the, that scene where Tom Holland's Spider-Man was actually going to stab the Goblin with his own glider.
Yeah.
And Tobey's Spider-Man actually stopped him from doing it. Like,
Yeah.
I honestly thought that was a really cool scene to just see that, like, this Spider-Man with so much more experience, like, knows, like, you shouldn't do this no matter how much you really want to do it.
Yeah.
And it's just, I love that scene.
That scene, and then the scene where they're all in the lab, and they're trying to figure out how to cure them, and they're like,
it's hit. No, Peter Parker. It's like,
yeah.
You know, we're all saying Peter with the computer.
Yeah. I love whenever they're talking about the web shooter, though.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And Toby's like, what's a web shooter?
Oh, you guys don't have that?
Yeah.
Like,
they're like, whoa, dude, does that come out of anywhere else?
Yeah. I love that even after that scene with the Statue of Liberty, they still come back to that conversation. Like, can we go back to the organic web shooters? Like, does it come out of you? Or, like, does it just come out of your wrist or anywhere else? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, I'd rather not talk about that. You know?
I also love how Andrew Garfield fixed Tobey Maguire's back problem from when he fell off the building and landed on the car.
Oh, yeah.
And he's, my back.
Oh, my back.
And he finally got it popped properly.
It was like, oh, wait, pop for that? Yeah, that'd be great. It was just, and you actually hear that slight little pop. It's like, oh, that thing. Yeah, I got a mid-back thing, from all the swing. And I love that, like, in Andrew, like, I love that, like, he was kind of mad about his movies being like, how he's all down on himself. It's like, can we go back on this whole, like, being down on yourself thing? It's like, you are amazing. Yeah, thanks, man. I just really needed to hear that. I love that. It's like, I was like, I want to fight an alien.
Yeah, for real.
And I'm all like, oh my god, the fact that he's kind of like, he's so into it, like, you know what he's talking about, like, how his movies performed. I'm all like, damn, that really makes me want The Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Especially when we know technically because that's what I love about that movie specifically too, is that we didn't just like get what happened to them from their movies. We got to know more about like what happened to them like after their movies, which was like the whole reason. Which was like one of their conditions on why like to come back was like we didn't just want to rehash for cameos. Like we wanted to continue those character stories. And so to hear about Andrew Garfield's story, oh man, yeah, I love that. Like to see that he kind of became a more vengeful, like a much more aggressive Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see that, so I'm really hoping that like maybe they'll bring him in to do Amazing Spider-Man 3. Like I don't see any reason not to, because I know they're gonna, like if they don't, I'm pretty sure the reason will be so bullshit and be like, we don't want to confuse the kids on which Spider-Man is which. I'm all like,
it's not for the kids.
Yeah, it's not for the kids. It's for us.
Yeah.
Like this movie, that last movie came out in 2014. Like this is not for the kids.
I do like how Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man had regret from how the battles went on, because all the people he fought were people he looked up to other than Sandman, you know.
That's true, yeah.
And even with Sandman, he
wasn't even really a bad guy.
Well, he killed his uncle.
But
right?
not on purpose.
Not on purpose, but he did kill a guy who he thought killed his uncle. And so that, like, that weight of wrongly judging somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And then, you know, like with Dr. Octavius, he knew that it wasn't Dr. Octavius that was the problem. It was
Yeah.
the cerebral cortex device that he had.
Yeah.
And then for the Green Goblin, Tobey Maguire looked up to him because he was Harry's dad, one, and then two, he was somebody who
Well, not just because he was
understood.
Harry's dad, not just because he was Harry's dad, but because Harry Norman was almost like a father figure because he didn't have a dad. He had his uncle.
Yeah. And man, that last scene in the first movie where Norman Osmond's like, Peter, don't tell Harry. That scene, that just hits, man. Hits my heart.
It's like, that's like when you know that the goblin was already gone. It's just like, he just snapped back just long enough to be like, I know I've been a monster, just don't let my son know that.
Yeah.
And I'm all like, oh yeah. Like, honestly, that was a really cool way they did it. Because I love that it wasn't a dragged on death. It was just more like he just had a few seconds to live and then just smashed down, blood pouring out of his mouth. Like, that was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, and then going back to like what we were originally talking about these movies, about how they're forgettable. The only quotable thing from Tom Holland's first movie was not even from Spider-Man, not Spider-Man himself, but his friend Ned. When during the third act of the movie, he's helping him on the computer, and he's just like, "What are you doing?" "I'm looking at porn." He's in the school library, and I'm all like, I can't laugh about that enough. I'm like, I love that. I'm looking at porn.
Oh, Michael Keaton was also the bad guy in that movie.
I think we went on too much of a rant because this was about Michael.
It was supposed to be about Michael.
We went to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
How did we even get to Spider-Man?
Because we were talking about directors and stuff for the Batman movie.
Right, Tim Burton. Then we're okay.
And then I just threw out that.
Yeah, you threw it on when you went to Sam Raimi. And I was like, somehow went to Spider-Man. All right, so then so I don't even know who directed those other two Batman movies, but Tim Burton. I think he should have been back for the third and fourth movie. He should have been. I think. Honestly, there's a comic book now, Batman '89. I have it, both the volume book and the singular issues, and I mean it's a pretty good movie. It was because it was written by the same writers too, so it's just you get that third movie, but you get that third movie, but just as a comic book, and so I know they did change a few things because there were ideas for when Tim Burton was still connected to the movie. For that third movie, they originally were thinking about giving Batman the black and gray suit.
The black and gray suit?
Yeah, the black and gray suit. Instead of the full black suit with the yellow and black emblem.
Oh, yeah.
He would have had the more comic book, still the same aesthetic, but just different colors. Just make it look brighter.
I would like to see a really dark blue cape.
Oh, yeah. The thing is, that's actually funny you mention it, because with the Flash movie, again, with Michael Keaton coming back, one of the suits he has in the Batcave is the blue and gray suit, which I thought was really fucking cool. That dark blue, because that was how the comics were. Because I don't think he actually wore blue. That was just how comics were done.
Yeah.
Where it's the highlights for black usually would be blue.
Yeah.
But so everyone just assumes that it's a blue suit.
What's his name that plays as the Batman from the Batman?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson would have made a great Batman Begins Batman. You mean
Batman Beyond?
Beyond, sorry, yeah. Batman Beyond.
Terry McGinnis.
Yeah. I think he would have
I
made
could
a
see
great
that,
Batman.
but I would have gone, I would have done a younger Robert Pattinson, back when his Twilight years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I only say that because, the style, or not the style, but the feeling of the movie felt very Batman Beyond.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
That would have been a cool...
But it's cool, but it's it's a cool idea, but it's if they were going to have that idea, they should have done it, sooner, because Terry McGinnis is just so much younger than Bruce.
Yeah.
And so, Robert Pattinson, he's older. I don't remember how old he is, but I mean...
Pattinson's 30 something.
Around there.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a cool idea. And it really sucks. 'Cause I recently heard about how they actually did have a Batman Beyond movie in the works, and then just flat out canceled it.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck.
I would love to see a live action version of that suit.
Oh,
Because it's
I really
all
wonder how
black.
they were gonna do that.
Yeah.
I mean, like literally because he didn't show any skin in that costume. Like that mask literally just fucking formed to his face.
Yeah.
So he actually had
Yeah, and it had a mouth.
I'm all like, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm all like, how would they have done that in live action?
It would have looked like a BDSM suit. Yeah, let me show you real quick what it looks like. Let me go past this fanfic real quick.
Past all the porn.
Past all the porn. Oh man, you would not want to believe how much porn that got. Everywhere, on the walls.
This is what the suit looks like. It's completely black
Yeah.
coverage.
And
And it's like skin tight.
Yeah, it's super skin tight.
Super skin tight.
It might as well just be latex.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
probably
It would
would-
look like a BDSM
Yeah.
suit.
It is in the future, so I mean, probably just doesn't have to be bulky. I mean, that thing can fucking fly.
It could have been like nanotech. Well, I know that the suit wasn't, but how they
It
would've-
was technological underneath, because there are times where like the actual skin of the suit would get like torn or burnt off, and it'd be all like circuitry underneath.
Yeah.
So it could kind of like nanotechnology, but not.
Well, I was saying like how they would animate it at least.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, because Tony Stark's nano suit was really skin tight, for the what was it? Endgame? Yeah.
Avengers Endgame, well, and Infinity War.
Yeah, but in Endgame it was even more like thin.
No, I think it was roughly the same suit.
I have to go watch it.
Yeah, you have to watch it. Yeah.
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 Actually, yeah. You want to watch it right now?
No.
Okay.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Man, what's our next?
I like how that whole topic of Michael Keaton as Batman barely had anything
to do with Michael Keaton
as Batman.
Well, Michael Keaton's just awesome. We don't have to talk about him that much.
I don't know what else could be said about it actually.
Michael Keaton is the greatest Beetlejuice.
There's only been one Beetlejuice.
There's two Beetlejuice.
You're two Beetlejuice.
Thank you.
Ah, you're the wrong color. What happened to you? Why are you blue?
Oh, yeah, Michael Keaton's awesome.
Yeah.
You know who else is awesome? Keanu
My
Reeves.
mom.
Oh, my mom.
Wow.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Let's give you another shout out real quick, Keanu. We love you.
Yeah, we love you.
We actually want to see you play Batman.
I really hope you do a Matrix 5.
I know we complained about the fourth one for 30 minutes, but a Matrix 5.
I still want to film.
That's so good.
I still want it. I really do, Keanu Reeves. If you can hear me, make a video, sir.
Way more important than Matrix 5.
Matrix
Keanu Reeves,
6.
no. Keanu Reeves needs to make Constantine 2, which is in the works.
Oh yeah.
And I'm excited for that. Constantine is my favorite DC character because of Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I want
Honest-
to see? Hugh Jackman playing Cards Against Humanity.
Oh yeah. In Cards Against Humanity, it's the rules. If Hugh Jackman is playing, he goes first.
Oh my god. I don't know if you saw this on the group chat, but did you just see that fucking Cards Against Humanity mail I found?
Oh yeah.
I found that at Target.
Yeah.
It's in the toy section.
I think there's actually like one card in there.
No, there's 30.
Oh, there's 30 cards.
There's 30 cards, but you have to dig through a jar of clam mayonnaise. It's called clamonnaise. It says made with real clams, and the thing, they actually has an actual expiration date. Like, this is real mayo, and you have to dig in it for cards. I'm all like, what is the appeal here? Like, what is the point of having to get these cards, but you have to go through a fucking thing of mayo. Like, are these supposed to be like just really good cards where you're like, you gotta really want it?
No, they're not that good.
Like, I'm all like, these gotta be really good cards. We have to dig through a jar of mayo for them.
Or you can just use the mayo.
It's made of fucking clams.
So, you know what else is made of clams?
Mama.
Clams, David.
Oh, clams, yeah.
They're delicious.
I wouldn't know. I would.
You want to go buy a jar of mayo right now?
No, I just want some clam chowder.
You wanna go buy some clam chowder? We're gonna go buy some clam chowder.
That's another, wait. Oh,
Oh my
Jesus.
god, I had to do that with my knees so many times. Like, literally, like, if having my knee bent at all, I don't know what I ever did to this leg growing up, but it, like, builds up pressure so many times, like, so often that I actually have to, like straighten out my knee. I
heard it just now.
Oh no, that wasn't even me. That was just me leaning.
Oh, okay.
That was the suitcase I'm sitting on. By the way, I'm sitting on a suitcase.
Yeah, we have.
I have
the
a
fancy-
professional podcast setup. I'm sitting on a suitcase. I have a drink that's sitting on a cardboard box. And literally, our table is 2 feet off the ground.
Professional.
It's professional. Like, they can't get better than
Yeah.
this.
This is actually how Joe Rogan.
We're
does it.
literally working with one microphone this time. Not even two, because we're just that good at making a podcast.
Yeah, the best.
We're the best. We're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna take me down. You're the best podcast.
Dank, tank, everybody.
Dank, tank. Sunday. No, wait. Monday. It's. Yeah, it is Monday. Monday.
It's Monday. On Monday, it will be Monday.
Oh my god, my brother can make me fucking laugh so fucking hard. Like,
Which one?
my older brother.
Oh.
You know, apparently, I've been working out a lot. For all you guys don't know, I actually have started working out and dieting because I have a month before I go on vacation, and in the time before that, I'm gonna be working out and dieting as much as I can to get as much of a summer bod before I go to the beach. I wanted to do this for a couple of years. I could never get myself to do it. Now I'm literally just tired of shit in my body, so I'm all like, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna, I want an actual, like, a nice bod. Like, people can never notice it on me, but when I tell them I'm like 200 pounds, they're like, oh my god, you don't want 200 pounds. I'm like, well, I just pack it all in my dick, Yeah.
You have a.
I have a 50-pound dick.
I have back problems.
Here, like, it's actually a medical problem. I have 25-pound testicles. They say that it might be cancer. Fun fact, David has 10-inch long nipples.
I thought you were gonna say
Oh,
fun fact he has
shit.
cancer.
Dude, it's cancer. I'm like, fuck, when did you know that?
I took those scans right
God,
before you came in.
10-inch long nipples.
Yeah.
Ew.
There's,
Damn, you can fucking lasso with those. Be like, come here, you.
there was a picture and this guy's like, he was like, I'm 5'4", but God put the other 10 inches somewhere else. Or I'm 6 feet tall, but I'm 6 feet, but I am 5'4" tall. God put the other 6 inches somewhere else, and he was like, why are my nipples so long?
Dude, if I actually had 10-inch long nipples, I would cut them off immediately.
No,
Like, I don't care how much it hurt. I would snip off my nipples.
I would tie them together.
Dude, that sounds awful. I was gonna use it like a suitcase.
That sounds terrible, but it sounds so erotic.
Holy fuck,
Yeah.
is this wrong?
Oh yeah, that's what.
Holy fuck, is this wrong? But holy hell, is it erotic?
What the fuck is that from?
That's Guilford Godfrey.
Oh, okay. I was all like, I sound so familiar. Oh, I fucking love Gilbert Gottfried, honestly.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh.
His most notable role.
Rest in peace. Abraham Lincoln.
7 years ago, our forefathers.
No, I was gonna say, the parrot from Aladdin.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember its name.
Call him Parrot.
No.
Gilbert Gottfried the Parrot.
Gilbert Gottfried the parrot. No, that's actually just his full name in real life.
I'll look it up.
That's why he sounds like that.
I'll look it up.
What's the villain?
Jafar. Parrot from Aladdin.
Why can't I remember? I just watched that movie.
Lago.
Diego.
Diego.
If I have to sit through and eat another cracker, I will shove that cracker down his throat.
Jafar.
Iago. Oh. Your beard is so twisted.
The worst part of the movie.
Yeah, it's so hard to watch that scene.
It's hard for you to watch that scene.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Way worse than the
Oh, yeah,
kids
that beard is so oily.
Way worse than the homeless kids scene.
Yeah. The homeless kids when Aladdin takes the bread away from them and eats it.
What, does he?
You know this. There's a scene at the beginning of the movie where he's stealing the bread. It's after he sings the musical of
Yeah.
one
Like the
shot
chase scene with the cop.
man. Yeah, they finally get away and they're eating the bread,
Yeah.
and then they see those homeless kids and they give the bread to them, and the kids are like, "Thank you," and they eat it. Well, somebody took that clip and played it in reverse. And so he goes up to the kids, takes the bread, sits down, and starts eating.
Okay, this makes a lot more sense. Although, wait a minute, I know I would have remembered that. Maybe he just randomly started taking. Oh,
The monkey has a sword.
You idiots! We all have swords.
It always blows my mind. There was actually 3 of those fucking movies.
Yeah,
There was 3 of them, and Robin Williams is not even in one of them.
yeah.
It's fucking Homer Simpson.
That's,
The guy who plays Homer and plays fucking Genie in the second movie.
Aladdin, could you? How do a Homer voice? Because I know you do a better Homer than I do.
Oh god. Fucking Homer. Donut.
Homie.
Marge.
Homie. You want to read You want to read Homer and Marge fan fiction and read that?
Oh, Marge.
Do a Flanders Marge.
Oh, howdy doody, neighbor.
Yeah, shut up, Flanders.
Shut up.
Shut up, Flanders.
Oh, hello, God knows Jesus.
We could also do a Family Guy one time.
Oh, wait. Noise.
I want to see.
Yeah,
I want to see a Quagmire Cleveland fan fiction.
Quagmire, you're nasty.
Oh, Quagmire. You look so hot, Quagmire.
Huh, you thought your dick was brown before? Try to put it in my butt and see what happens.
I love that scene where Quagmire becomes a condom, and he's like, "Alright,
Alright.
you get it." And then they zoom out, and there's 2 guys, and he's like, "Oh no!"
Oh no! It's a gay porn.
Dude, Quagmire's like 50-something years old.
No, he's 70.
Yeah, he's old.
70.
Yeah, he's like 7. Oh god, wait, no. I think he's 72. Quagmire. Let me look that up. Quagmire age. No, he's 61.
And his dad is like, what, 80?
Okay. Quagmire dad. Caps. Quagmire
See a
dad.
fanfic of, I don't know the names, but the creepy old guy and the
Quack-
guy in the wheelchair.
No, Quagmire's dad's 75. Wait. What?
He had a son when he was like 13.
Yeah, wait, yeah. How old is Quagmire if it's... What the fuck? Wait a minute.
It's possible.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Is because apparently, because I'm already looking at these other questions, it's all like... So Quagmire is 61 years old, but apparently they switch it later on to where Quagmire is 61, his dad has to be 75 to 85, yet but then the official wiki for his character is that he's 75.
Oh.
But I'm all like, but wait, then how's Quagmire 61? Because that's all like, you were like not barely a teen when you had him then.
It's possible, but unreasonable.
It's possible if there's popsicles.
Say that like Herbert.
It's possible when there's popsicles. I got a whole freezer full of them.
About to plug this into your computer.
What are you doing?
Plugging this USB into the
You're gonna
back.
jack in.
I'm gonna jack off.
You jack in or you jacking off? Why not?
Do you have another one over there?
There should be
On
two.
this side?
There should be two over there.
You have a.
Oh, I had the mouse plugged in.
Yeah.
Just unplug my mouse. I'll use the trackpad.
Oh, jeez.
It blows off.
You blew up the podcast.
I hate USBs. Come on. Come on. I flipped it to both sides!
I know, every now and again, I like try to keep flipping the USB because I don't want to fucking fit.
I saw a meme that was like,
Fuck.
it was a picture, it was a picture of the USB or whatever connection, right?
Mhm.
And it was the right way the first time, and it said wrong, and then it was the wrong way, and it said wrong, and then it was the right way again, and it said correct.
Yeah.
Bruh.
What's it called? What's our next topic of discussion?
Oh man. Let's see what we did.
We did AI.
We did AI.
We
We
did
did
Michael
Michael Keaton. We shouted out to Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, important.
Crap. I know we had something else on the agenda.
Interview.
Interview. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we're just waiting for
Just waiting for
Claire.
Yeah, we're in for Claire.
yeah.
You know what? We can pass the time though. Let's see.
I think you know the perfect way to pass time, don't you?
I'm gonna watch paint dry.
And then, all right, everybody, we're gonna watch paint dry, and then we click the video.
No, it's fucking Kahoot.
Oh,
Just all the best music, like the Wii music.
yeah.
Thank you. That was a week.
That's paint didn't dry at all, actually.
Paint
We
didn't dry
started
at all.
an acapella group,
Right?
right?
I was kind of want to do one of those, but I'm all like, yo, I don't have the patience to like figure out how to do that.
I used to be in one.
It's so fun.
Oh, well, good for you.
Yeah, I used to be in two of them.
Like, I don't care.
I don't do.
Yeah, you never came to watch me, David.
I didn't know about this until now. So fuck you. You know what?
No.
We can. Okay, let's think of a movie scene, reenact it. We're not gonna read the script. We're gonna just think of one that we would both know.
Oh, man.
Classic movie, just a fun movie. It could be cartoon, whatever.
That's difficult, man. It has to be SpongeBob.
You know what? Let's do the SpongeBob movie.
The whole script right now.
Oh, script. You know what? I'll fucking look up the script.
No, let's do A SpongeBob episode.
SpongeBob. Oh, what's a good episode?
A good episode is.
I feel like the one you were quoting earlier, where it's like testing, testing.
Oh, the boating test.
Yeah, the boating.
Oh, the boating test or the one with the ice cream? He's like a cop. That's the one I was thinking of. What is
Oh,
it?
the
Oh,
hall monitor.
Yeah,
Hall
hall
monitor.
monitor
Yeah.
episode.
Oh my.
Have you seen this man? Oh, calm down, son. It's just a drawing. All right, we're gonna ask you again.
Horrible.
All right, son. Well, if you see anything, let us know.
Yeah, and take that cone off your head. SpongeBob, go ahead, SpongeBob.
Pat. All right, Sponge of Pat. Copy.
I don't want to be a policeman anymore. I'm scared.
All right, Patrick.
Get a hole in your step, deputy.
I don't want to go.
Rookie. All right, I'm on my way to come get you.
Hurry, SpongeBob. I think it's getting dark.
Just leave your siren on. I'll be right there.
SpongeBob, I see him.
He's a conch and coral.
That's where I'm at. He's right on top of me, but I don't see him. What's he doing?
He's just standing there, menacingly. Get out, SpongeBob!
Not the terrifying shriek. He's going to attack. He's acting all crazy. Run!
Oh my god, dude, I love that whole episode so much.
Oh no! Hide behind the street sign! Oh no! He's there too! Run for your life!
Say that again, deputy.
The maniac's in the mailbox! Oh my god, our neighbors are gonna hate us.
Huh, this maniac does not have back looking. Wait a second, Patrick. I'm the maniac!
I also love that scene where it's the clam at the zoo.
Oh, the giant oyster.
He's like, I've been following the tracks, and it led me to this peanut. I can feel it. I'm getting so close on this. I can almost taste it.
I love that scene.
This popsicle's actually pretty good.
Well, Crockfire sure makes me hungry.
Yeah.
This yellow popsicle hits the spot. How did they get away with that? Like,
Yeah,
that's such an adult joke. Just randomly licking SpongeBob.
I also think when in that scene where Squidward gets fired, was it fired or he quit the Krusty Krab? And SpongeBob's like, you know what? You and me are so cool.
Oh, he quit.
Yeah. He's like, we're so
Cause you and me, we're like brothers.
yeah, only closer.
Closer.
Do you know that they actually removed that episode from air because of that scene?
Did they?
Yeah, they have it on
Streaming.
streaming.
Paramount Plus.
Yeah, but you can't watch it on air.
Yeah, there's some there's some shows that they even took off of Paramount Plus. Like the Painty Raid episode.
We were talking
Those were
about
my favorite episodes. They took it like to where you can't watch it anywhere unless you go like find the DVDs.
I guess you're gonna miss the panty raid.
The what? You're talking about girls, right? Girls.
Girls. Oh yeah.
And you'll be raiding their dressers. for their underpants. Yeah. Well, count me in. And if this goes right, I'll take everything I said about you being lame.
Not lame. Now,
Are you guys sure about this?
We score here all the time.
hey, we're petty professional.
Why didn't you tell me this is my mother's house?
You didn't ask.
Why didn't you ask?
He just says you didn't ask. They knew. I love how his mom's like, Eugene, what are you doing with my drawer?
What are you doing with my bloomers?
Was I bloomers?
Well, why didn't you tell me this is my mother's house?
He didn't ask. I also like
It was all SpongeBob Patrick's fault.
yeah. And he's sleeping in his race carpet.
Sorry, Mr. Krabs.
Oh, that's okay, lad. I certainly feel younger.
Well, good night, Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
Good night, lad.
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? I'm feeling a warm spot. So sorry. Patrick, that's not a ride.
Get off of me.
Oh, that feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I love the scene where they have the thing on his head and all the kids are running around.
So, you want to know if I can feel it?
Yeah!
You really want to know if I can feel it?
Yeah!
You want to know what I'm feeling? Yes! I feel like a total burglar! Just throwing all the things left. You're lame. Geeks, creeps, and babies.
Not babies!
I may be old, but I know what a good time is, and you haven't showed me one good thing this night. So good night to ya. I guess you're gonna miss the painting.
I love at the beginning of the episode when Pro's like, Daddy, it's time for the pill.
Oh, barnacles, I hate the pill. That was a big ass pill. Fine, you're trying to kill your dad at that point. Then you get all the money.
I mean, he is her sugar daddy,
Yes.
this girl.
Can I please have advance on my allowance? I can't get on my antenna. I'll go crazy. $1? You hated me!
She really picked the wrong person to have a sugar daddy with them.
Niggers can't be choosers.
You think this is funny? In an ironic way, yes. What a funny man. This is what getting sick joke. What? It's just a plain old Krabby. Oh my goodness! Squidward!
I don't know. Yeah, dude. Freaking, good grief, he's naked!
That was bullshit. The part that's like, yeah, oh yeah, is that real? Is that from an actual? But I can't.
Are you sure? Oh
remember.
wait, no. I think I know what Kel's talking about. It's like the jellyfish jelly. It's like, oh yeah.
No. That's another scene, but that one's hilarious.
What are you talking about?
Cal's talking about a scene where Squidward's like, yeah, and SpongeBob's like, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Isn't it great?
Yes.
Working at the Krusty Krab. Huh? Isn't it? Working? Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah.
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 I can't remember what episode that's from.
That's from the Tattletale Strangler. Hold that thought, Squidward. I feel like it's doing something about like Litter Patrol. May Neptune shine brightly on my deputy or something like that.
That Tattletale Strangler episode was awesome.
With these spiky cleats, anything's possible. Cleats? Ah! Get your foot out my eye sockets! I'm trying, but my feet are stuck in your cornea!
I also love when he's like, first we go into the house, turn off the lights,
Close the door.
Well, we're all alone.
Some serious
I am you. Yeah, isn't it great?
Oh,
Happy birthday, SpongeBob! How do you guys know it's my birthday? We just do what the invitations say. Let's unbooger some more.
I also love when he's like, I hope his hands aren't dirty.
Oh yeah. Let's join Winston around.
Oh my god. Dude, that whole show is amazing.
God, those first 3 seasons got. Oh god, I love one of my favorite episodes was the camping episode.
Yeah.
Write that down. Write that down.
You sea bear.
A sea bear? You mean like the ones that don't exist?
What did I do now? That was an oval. It has to be a circle. Move over!
I should imagine crawling. Thanks for the tip. I guess I'm just gonna limp home now.
I love how they're like, limping is his, limping is something that sets him off.
Makes him angry.
Yeah.
What'd I do that time? I don't know, maybe he just doesn't like you.
Pretend to be somebody else.
Okay.
I love, what's it called? Welcome to our club. Welcome to our club. Welcome to.
I love that episode. It's like, well, this is stupid. There's no room up here.
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
We've been stuck up here for 3 days.
It's like we've been up here for 3 days.
We told you would fit in.
I love it.
We was going to work.
What?
Where does he work? Well, at the Wusty
At
Well.
the Wusty Web.
What is that? Just some kind of stupid code? We can't tell you because you're not a member of the club.
I love whenever they're in the forest, actually.
The club.
And he's like, Patrick, you haven't eaten in
Oh yeah.
days.
What about you, Patrick? Our big boy's
Gotta eat. Our big boy's gotta eat.
But you can't have any. Because you know why? I've been sketching.
He's just bragging to them.
Bragg, he's got
And then all that food drops.
praise the magic conch. Woo! And then the fucking bug fucking
Hit Squidward in the head. Dude.
on that food on the table, like just the way they were eating it and everything, like, oh man, I never wanted cartoon food so bad.
That
Like the way Patrick inhaled that fucking turkey.
Yeah.
God damn, I wanted to be that turkey.
I wanted to be that turkey.
My favorite part is the way the ranger, like,
Oh, yeah.
I got my shirt.
Magic conch shell?
Yummy like this.
The magic conch! I'm a club member!
I hate that sound. Squidward's voice just. Blah. My conch told me to come save you guys. All right, Magic Conch. What do we do now?
Nothing.
All hail the magic conch. All hail the magic conch.
After all the food's gone already.
All food.
What's it called?
Magic conch shell. Can Squidward have some of this super yummy, terrific sandwich?
No.
Can I have some of this super delicious, terrific sandwich?
Yes.
All right.
Can I have something to eat? No. Can I have something to eat? No.
No.
Can I have something to eat? No.
Try asking
Can't you say
again.
something else but no?
Try asking again.
May I have something to eat?
No.
I love the attitude she gives. No. Love that.
Mm. Speaking of cartoons and reading and people's voices, you ready to rip the Band-Aid off of this?
Oh, fuck. I thought we were going to wait for Claire for that part.
No, we're gonna wait for the interview with our special guest.
Oh, okay. I guess after that, yeah, I guess after that we'll go on break.
We're actually past an hour and a half right now. We're actually at an hour and 35 minutes. That's actually that's our second longest so far.
Has Claire said anything?
I don't know.
You got it on your phone. You got the script on your phone, right?
Yeah. Can you pause it real quick?
Oh, you want to pause?
Yeah, let me call her, see if she's...
All right, folks. We're gonna pause real quick, and then we'll be right back.
Sorry about that, folks. We are back. We're just continuing. I'm gonna go ahead. We're getting ready for our
special moment.
special entertainment. Gonna be reading some fan fiction in character. And this just to kind of clarify something about this to you guys. This is actually something I saw in a YouTube video. I haven't seen this in a long time. I don't even remember if this is even funny or not, but I think just reading this in character is gonna be pretty fun. The story is called Life of Benson, Benson's Father Issues. Ooh wee.
By New York Toons TV Animation.
Yeah. And one of the reasons I chose this is because it's just it's more of a script rather than like actually reading. So there's actually like plenty of dialogue. So it's nice. So for this we'll be reading. So this is actually a regular show.
Fan fiction.
A regular show fan fiction, and there's a few different characters here. I will be playing Mordecai, Benson, and High Five Ghost, while Randy will be doing Rigby and Muscle Man, and apparently Benson's dad apparently is in here.
Yeah.
We did not read this. We actually just skimmed through it just so we knew what characters are in it.
Viewers' discretion is advised.
Discretion is advised. We really do not know what the story is going to be about, so I'm honestly kind of scared about this, but at the same time, this will be this still is better than the last time we recorded this episode. So.
Oh, for Cal's information, when we started the episode, we gave a
little bit of an insight.
We gave a little insight on. This is our second time recording this podcast, because the first time that we tried to record this episode, it didn't go too well. There's just 2 hours of raw footage of me and David. Hey, there she is. Hold up.
Hello.
Okay, I'm gonna pause again real quick.
Okay.
All right, guys. Fuck.
Girls, boys, men, boys to men.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, aunts and uncles, grandmas and grandpas. I it's just if I can doubt that grandmas and grandpas are gonna be listening to this. But we are gonna go on a quick break. We will be right back after these messages.
Second break, back to back.
Please stand by, and we'll be right back in moments in your time.
Hey guys, it's a nice little break we took. It won't seem like a break to y'all because David's good at editing.
No,
So-
I'm not. We're literally just recording right off of where I left off.
No, he's great.
So to you, it's only like about a millisecond, but to us, it's been about
3 years.
45 minutes. Maybe.
So we're gonna start our reading. Like we said earlier, David will be voicing Mordecai, Benson, and High Five Ghosts. I will be doing Muscle Man, Rigby, and Benson's dad.
I am so fucking scared.
I'm terrified to read this. I
really hope this doesn't go the wrong way. It's been
good.
so long since I heard this thing being read. I don't know if this is supposed to be a porno or what.
It's gonna be dramatic. I know that for a fact.
It's called Father Issues, so this could be anything.
To start off the script, so that I can put a mental image into y'all. We are at the Wing Kingdom. That's where we start. Alright. Ready?
Yeah.
See? Let's go.
You gotta read the description first at the top.
At the top?
Not at the top, like right below the Wing Kingdom picture. That's where we start. So you gotta read that part.
Got you. Mordecai, Rigby, Muscle Man, and Benson was at Wing Kingdom enjoying their wings. Bros, this is the best wings I've ever tasted.
Muscle Man, you eat wings all the time. It's always the same.
Yeah, besides, what you eat like that, this makes me sick.
Do you know who else makes me sick? My mom.
Yeah.
High fire.
Benson, are you enjoying your wings? They're great. Thanks. Benson, are you feeling alright? You seem kind of angry.
Maybe it's time. Maybe it's his time of the month. Ow!
It's my dad. He's been picking on me for 22 years. He always thinks I'm such a loser in every way. I can't stand him. Oh, it sounds like you have daddy issues, Benson.
Do you know who else has daddy issues? My Uncle Jonathan. His father left him when he was 3.
Benson, you can tell us. We're more than your employees. We're your friends. Now tell us what your father did to you. Oh God, what did he do to him? What did he do?
This is you.
Oh, Benson was hesitant at first. Then he took a deep breath and inhales. Okay, this all started when I was just a kid. My mom and sister loved me very much, but my dad was the opposite. He doesn't give a crap about me. Daddy, I want to be a drummer when I grow up.
A snot-nosed bastard like you? Never be a drummer. You'd be lucky to work at a park.
Benson's dad threw an empty can of beer at his head. Benson was in tears when he heard his dad's harsh words. That was the first day in high school I was heading inside until my dad came out of nowhere and kicked my face.
Roundhouse kick!
I fell into the floor. My dad came to me, placed his hands on the wall, and continues kicking me over and over again. During class, my teacher noticed my black eye, so she called the principal. The principal called my parents over, and my mom saw me. She was shocked.
Mr. Dunwood, do you know who did this?
I looked at my principal, my mom, and they nodded, saying it's okay to tell them. But when I looked at my dad, he looked at me, and when I was cracking his knuckles, hoping I wouldn't say anything, no one. I just fell downstairs. If you think that's bad, when I was waiting for my first prom day, Melissa got a text from her saying, "We're over. I found a new man." I texted her, "Who is she?" And then she showed me the picture. It was my dad. They're kissing each other with tongues. It was disgusting. My dad is making me feel miserable ever since. So now you guys know my story.
Wow. And I thought my dad was a douchebag.
Benson, I think you should confront your dad and tell him how you feel. You know you're right, Mordecai. I will confront him. I will not be pushed around anymore. The next day, Benson and his dad was in the car, and Benson took a deep breath and started his conversation with his dad. Dad, we need to talk. All my life you've been a selfish, careless asshole who doesn't give a shit about me. You never treated me like your son, and you kept making me feel like I'm worthless.
Oh my God.
Well, guess what? I'm not. I have a great job and friends who love and respect me. For once, I think you want to be proud of me and love me like your father. Doesn't that make sense to you? Benson's dad looked down on the floor and then at Benson and placed his hand on Benson's shoulder.
Son, I'm sorry for treating you like this. I appreciate you telling me how you feel. And there's something I have to tell you.
What is it, Dad?
Roundhouse kick!
Benson's dad kicked Benson square in the face.
The
end.
The end.
What the fuck? Yeah, this story kinda sucked. Oh wait, continue the next part.
Oh my God.
Oh my
there's a
God.
part-
Oh,
Oh
no,
my God.
Chapter 2, the origin of the Woody family. Oh fuck, do you want to keep going?
I don't know if I want to keep going. That was terrible.
That was. This is so much funnier when I read it the first time. Damn, that kind of fucking sucked.
Let's make our own.
I don't think
Those
this.
pictures are hit or miss, so they're usually made by
What's the
12.
picture that they used for Benson?
He's got a strong jawline for that glass jaw.
Well,
Wow, that was amazing.
that fucking sucked.
That.
But you know, We tried.
Yeah.
Claire, clap for us. You too, Cal. All right. Well, we'll try that again some next time. I mean, honestly, I did not put that much time to looking for a story, so we'll have one next time.
Be more prepared.
Okay, folks. I think we got our special guest has arrived.
Oh, boy. All the way from Washington, D.C.
Or somewhere else.
or
in the
Hawaii.
Or Indonesia.
Or
Here he is, the one and only, the black guy in the White House. Please welcome Barack Obama.
how's it going? Yes, I am the black guy in the White House.
It's good. It's good to see you, Mr. President, or ex-president. What should I call you? Should I just call you Obama? Or should I
Call me Barack.
Barack?
Barry. You can call me Barry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Bernard.
Whatever.
All right, Claire. This is your chance now. You get to interview the ex-president of the United States. You can ask him anything. You can ask him anything you want. This is your time to shine.
Almost anything. There's some questions I can't answer.
Okay. So, former President of the United States, please introduce yourself to the audience.
My name is Barack Hussein Obama. I was the 44th President of the United States. I'm from Africa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as they should.
As they should. I mean, as they should. What do you mean?
Just continue.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, let me put it together.
Sorry, Claire just has some pre-show jitters.
Okay, so, what's your life like now, Barack?
Obama.
It's all right. Me, Michelle, and our 2 children live out on a farm at Redacted. It's beautiful. Beautiful time. Waterfalls, ex-president life, free money, pancakes all the time.
That's fascinating, Mr.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, what was your favorite thing to do running or being president at the time?
My favorite thing as president, I'd have to say playing basketball with Michael Jordan in front of the White House.
Wow, Michael Jordan. What else?
That's it. We played basketball.
Damn. What a hell of a president.
Other than that, it was very stressful. Very stressful job. Having to
Stressful?
lead the whole country. Yeah. Why do you keep repeating everything I say?
Yeah, just had to confirm.
It sounds racist.
You're a racist. I mean,
Let's put a pin in that.
Okay. So,
Are you looking up questions?
I need you to shut the fuck up, David. Alright?
Yeah, she's asking David.
I know she's asking.
Yeah, she didn't ask you shit. Sit down.
I am.
So, what was life like growing up in the Obama house?
Growing up in the Obama house,
Actually, you don't have to.
when we moved to Chicago, it's very low times, actually. Got into drugs, but later on I cleaned that up, started studying, and eventually started running for president, and my family's very proud of me. Yeah.
It's very nice.
I'd say I impacted pretty good. My stimulus package, made a big impact, if you like to say. I definitely think I did better than that orange fellow.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Hold on.
Whoa. Donald.
Start the presses.
Donald.
Donald, where?
No, sorry.
We'll let you in.
I'm taking over this podcast.
Excuse me.
Breaking news. Donald Trump is in the house.
It's
What
nice.
do you...
Security?
Who the hell do you call orange? I'm not orange. I'm just dark pink.
I don't know about that. You're pretty orange. Looking at you right now, you actually kind of look like a carrot.
Yes, and you're brown, but yeah, we call you black. What's what?
You know what, Donald? That's fine. I ran my 8 years. I did my job.
I ran for 4, but I think I did a little bit more than some others.
Let's put a pin in that.
Yes, why don't you?
I'll put a pin in you. If you keep making sarcastic comments like that.
Go ahead. I don't care. I was a better president anyway. I was a businessman.
I think we can both agree, though. We're both better than Biden.
Oh, yes, for sure. For sure. Yes, Biden, I don't think he knows what he's doing. He seems very tired.
I don't think
Someone probably took him in.
I don't think he knows where he is. That's the thing.
He's in the White House. Not for long, though.
You said that like you got a plan.
Oh, there's always a plan. I got a plan for everything. That's how you work when you're a businessman. You got a plan for everything.
Did you plan to get arrested?
Absolutely. It's all part of my 10-stage plan. We're only at stage 4.
Just like your cancer.
That was not public information. Who the fuck leaked that?
Who leaked my nudes on Twitter.com?
Anyways, I think you better be in Mercury yourself already. I'm gonna bad news. I'll see you pansies later.
All right, that was Donald Trump. Everyone give him a
Very
sad clap.
Thank you.
Very slow, 1 claps.
No,
There we go.
no, you better do it faster, or else I'm not gonna leave.
All right, fast claps first.
There you go. Fuck you.
If we could get back to our interview.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. President, ex-president. We're gonna keep going along. Claire.
I told you to call me Barry.
Hi, Bernard.
Alright, so what were your thoughts when running against Mr. Dark Pink Orange Man?
Well, I never ran against him,
Oh, you're right.
but
I'm fucking retarded.
I didn't run for him.
I'm so sorry. I'm stupid.
Yeah, no, you're fine. People make that mistake. It was Mitt Romney.
I was born yesterday.
They kind of look the same.
Literally, though. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm not from
you do look like you're about less than 1 years old.
Thanks. I'm trying to keep up with the skincare. It's a little hard.
Newborn baby keeping up with skincare. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I was a wrinkly baby coming out of the womb.
You're fucking racist.
I was told that you're our Israeli correspondent.
Yeah, that's why I know nothing about y'all, in the U.S. I know I have a really good accent. It takes some
You
real-
speak well for an infant. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, let me tell you. It only took me a couple days to learn a couple of words.
You said you were born yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, hours. You see?
Advanced
It's
studying.
baby talk.
Baby talk.
Baby talk. I get some confused words. I mean, words confused.
See, she is a baby.
All right. Well,
Barely learning grammar. I just learned that like a couple minutes before this interview.
you're doing good.
Thanks, Obama.
Usually, whenever I hear "Thanks, Obama," it's a joke. It's a sarcastic
Oh, no.
joke.
Man, you're making
I
fun
was
of the
just
president.
learning. Okay. Thank you, Barack.
You're welcome, baby.
I can't believe I'm talking to the former president of the United States. Sorry,
I see you
my
developed a stutter.
No, my stutter is coming back. I got it straight out of the womb.
No
Yeah,
crying, just stuttering.
No, I'm done. Well, there was crying, but the crying was mainly stuttering. So it'd be It comes back from time to time, you know.
Do you have any more questions for me?
Oh, but of course, Obama. All right, but before I go on with this question, number one fan right here. You know, straight out the womb. But you know,
I don't even think you were alive when I was president, actually.
no, but I've heard so many stories. I love history.
She's heard the tales,
Yeah.
the legends.
I'm up to date, and it's just amazing sitting in front of a legend.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
So, final question.
Yes.
What do you think of my interview skills?
I
As a
think
baby, of course.
I think as an infant, you're doing incredible. You're actually speaking, talking, especially to the president.
Better than Donald.
What? Oh, way better than Donald. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we clap fast. You have to leave.
Sorry, I'll get him out of here. You're right. I'll get him out of here.
You're doing great. I appreciate it. You're welcome.
It means a lot to me. Thank you so much, Obama, for coming out. If you have a couple last words to say.
Does anybody else have a question for me?
Oh,
I got one.
Go ahead.
This guy's.
Mexican correspondent here. From Guadalajara. What do you think about airplanes and children?
As far as airplanes, after 2001, airplanes were scary for some people.
They still
But
are.
that was the fault of President Bush. He planned that all out. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to say that, actually. That was a secret. It's fine. I don't think anybody's going to listen to the podcast anyway.
At least 5 people.
As far as children,
The baby's crying again.
This is the best child I know. Yeah. Other than that, kids are messy. They're annoying. They're loud. But they're our future. So,
It's our future.
we got to take care of them,
Thank you, Mr. President. My final question before I go. Will I see you on the battleground of Fortnite?
I've been trying to push for them to make a skin for me. I'd love to be out there slaying Gokus. Killing Anakin Skywalkers. The occasional punch to the Kratos. If they could add me, Barack Obama, to Fortnite, I'd love that. I mean, they already have Keanu Reeves. Shout out Keanu Reeves.
Shout out Keanu Reeves. Thank you for remembering that.
Yeah. Oh, Keanu's my favorite.
Oh yeah, he is here as well. The whole people here.
Yeah, we're pushing for Matrix 5.
Yes,
Yeah.
I hope so.
I'll get on that, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll talk to the Wachowski sisters.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
I have a question.
Question in the back.
I have 2 questions.
questions?
2 questions in the back.
Who did 9/11?
I stated earlier, George Bush did it.
George Bush committed 9/11?
Yes, George Bush was actually in the plane, and they had a stunt double reading books to children that day. It was incredible. I don't even know how they got away with it.
Did he jump out with the last parachute?
George Bush, I was told that I'm not allowed to answer any more questions on 9/11.
Okay, my other question is who would win in a fight, Bernie Sanders or Donald Trump?
That's a hard question. Are we playing with street rules or actual rules for a boxing match?
Yes.
I'd have to say Bernie Sanders.
Did Bernie have carpal tunnel or something?
Bernie has carpal tunnel because he was a great boxer. Little people know this, but Bernie Sanders is actually Muhammad Ali's trainer. He was there teaching Muhammad when he was still Sugar Ray. Yeah. He also learned how to fight from Rocky V. He just watched the movie like 14,000 times. It was incredible. He was already 54 when that movie came out.
Damn.
That's news to my baby ears.
I bet it is. Do you even know what Rocky is?
Is he the guy that goes into the jungle and he has a bandana?
Yes, actually. I'll say yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely know Rocky Balboa.
I never said his last name.
Oh, what's his last name?
Balboa.
Oh my God.
Another question from the Mexican.
I got one more question, so what's your last name?
No further questions. We'll have to leave it at that.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us,
Of
Mr.
course,
President.
of course.
It was a pleasure to have you here.
Last thing I gotta say,
Yes.
let's make America great again.
Oh
Wow.
my.
Did I miss Obama?
Yeah, you fucking missed it. Where'd you go?
I went to go answer the door. I thought
For 30 minutes?
I was waiting for Obama.
He was in here.
Oh, he was in here?
He was in here
Wow.
doing the podcast.
I didn't even hear
You
him.
missed the interview. Claire was a fucking baby.
You're a baby? I can see it. Wow, I can see it, yeah.
There was questions about planes. Donald Trump made an appearance.
I saw Donald. He walked straight through
You
the
let
front
him
door.
in?
Oh, I was waiting for Obama.
But you let him in.
He kind of blended in with the walls. Like, the walls are just a little too orange. Oh, actually, they kind of look dark pink now that I think about it. Yeah, I don't know. It was incredible. But how did he do?
I think it went pretty well.
Yeah,
Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy.
yeah. He's Obama.
Hey, he's Obama. He was the 44th president
Yeah.
of the free world.
You got
Boy.
some gas.
Baby,
The baby got some gas.
compare me, so I just learned a new language. You know.
While sitting here.
Yeah, my mom gave me an iPad.
They went so fast.
They learned so fast. That's cool though. I'm glad that y'all had a good talk with Obama. Any secrets shared? Anything I should know?
Which did 9/11?
I don't.
No, you know,
don't think
we get
so.
pretty casual, you know, like what was
I
great.
mean, we're not supposed to talk about that.
Did y'all find out his last name?
No, we're not supposed to talk about that either.
Damn it. I've been wondering that for years.
He was president for 8 years. I mean,
I still don't know his last name. Obama what? What is his last name?
Obama, what is your last name?
Well, you know what? This has been a great podcast.
It has been. It really was, honestly.
Yeah. Little to no racism. Always a good.
Yeah,
always a good-
I think I don't remember how long our longest one was, but we actually have surpassed 2 hours.
Wow. That's incredible.
That's incredible. This
Oh,
was a
man.
2-hour special, y'all.
2 hour special.
All right, I think that's gonna be the wrap of our show. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been Davey Jones, Randelorean, and the crew coming at you live with the Dank Tank.
Special feature from our Jewish correspondent, Clarissa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next episode, we're looking forward to potentially reading the entire script to the SpongeBob movie.
And hopefully, I'll do Reborn.
And I'll be
Reborn.
reborn.
All right, and then one more shout out to Keanu Reeves.
Shout out to Keanu Reeves, man.
Love you, Keanu Reeves.
Love that guy. Man, freaking awesome.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. Take care.